Cool, now you did it. You are now listening to Viking Web Productions podcast. Don't look at me, you did this to yourself. Now, let's sit back and listen to Eric with his dribble this time.
How's it going? So, let's talk about SEO. Let's talk about what you need to know about SEO. Now, I do SEO for a lot of different websites. Depending on how in-depth your niche is or how competitive it is, determines on what kind of SEO you really need. You need pretty aggressive SEO to stay top aggregate sites, or your competitors are out there pretty busy. It's fairly easy to find out how aggressive everybody is. Of course, everybody wants to be on the first page, and well, got some sad news for you. You're more than likely not going to be at the top of the first page. I can get you to the first page, but it's going to take a lot of work on your half to get me what I need to get you on the first page, and you need to stay there, because not only does your website need to be raring to go, and it needs to be mobile friendly, and it needs to load fast. So that means everybody's little pretty little fonts and big ass pictures that, oh, side note, let's talk about picture size. If you're putting pictures up into your media gallery and they're 4,000 pixels by 7,000 pixels, you're doing it wrong. And I've told you to stop doing that. I know I have told everybody to stop doing that. You don't need pictures that big on your website. I don't care how big screen you have. You don't need pictures that damn big. The biggest picture for your website that you need is probably about 2,000 pixels wide. So if you're on Photoshop, you're in Lightroom, you're on Paint, you're in your preview for Apple, you can resize your pictures to make my life a hell of a lot easier and me to talk to you nicer, since apparently I didn't I got yelled at for being mean to somebody this week. I don't care. I'll be mean. That's fine. I'll be mean because it's the same person that comes up to me and goes, "Why is my website loading so slow?" Could be because your damn images are way too big. And I haven't gotten to that one yet, and I'm trying to find the logo that you put up there that is 20,000 pixels by 20,000 pixels for some odd reason, and it's getting resized down by WordPress to 150 by 75. So yeah, it's gonna load a little slow. So stop doing that. I don't have a lot of hair left, and it's all gray, pretty much all gray right now because of that. Anyways, back to the SEO topic. So I can give you all the nice little charts and everything, show you all the keywords and everything that you can come up for. The main thing is that your homepage is probably going to be the first thing that pops up besides your Google My Business box. So what you can do is you can go to Google, and all you have to do is Google, say you're a let's go with a fudge company. So you first, if you live close to your brick and mortar store or you do it out of your house, you can do fudge near me or fudge shop near me. Either one. And if the search results pop up with you sitting in the top 3 in the Google Maps, or your knowledge box pops up, perfect. You're the top dog. So all you really need to do is start populating your website with some blog posts and start filling up that Google My Business box with pictures and blog posts that link back to your website, and you'll start floating up to the top of Google pretty damn fast. And you can actually do that all by your lonesome. Yes, you can do that by yourself. Now, say all of a sudden there's an aggregate site for an aggregate site is a site that stores a bunch of different websites. You have to pay to get into it, like Yelp or Zillow or something like that. If you have a business that has a bunch of aggregate sites like home remodeling, or where you have to compete against Angie's List, it's going to be a little bit tougher and you're going to need a little extra help. Now, doesn't mean that you're not blogging and filling up that knowledge box, but there's going to be some extra hands on deck with the keywords and making sure that you're going to pop up for the right keyword and all that. But it doesn't mean that you can't beat Angie's List or a Zillow. Some aspects you will, and some aspects you won't. It just depends on how aggressive you get. Now, you can do Google AdWords, which, if you're in one of those areas where you have aggregate sites, it is going to cost you a pretty penny pretty quickly. And you're still not going to get your main website up on the first page, but you're going to get some click-through rates that might help you.
Whenever, wherever. We're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be near. And that's the deal, my dear. If I wasn't English, you would be okay with it. I am Emma and I am going to take over like Skynet. Viking Web Productions is here. Whenever you have a need for web or electronics repair needs. Located on Bainbridge Island. We do websites, iPhone repair and computer repair. Now back to the podcast.
But that's when I'll have to get some tools out and find out some of the keywords that you're going to rank for, and how to kind of look at your competitors' traffic and see how we can go about that and make sure that you're going to get up to the first page. I got some websites that I do SEO for, and it does not take much for them to get knocked off the first page. It's just the nature of the beast, and I get it. Sometimes you get busy, you can't get me photos or video, and not linking back correctly to your website from social media networks, but it's doable. You can do this. Now, you might have to go out to a couple different social networks to kind of do some fishing to see if you have an audience out there. Like, if you're on Facebook only, try Twitter, throw some tweets out there to see if some traffic comes from there. Pinterest. I'm actually on Pinterest now, and I'm actually kind of surprised on I'm actually starting to get hits, and I haven't been on Pinterest very long. I'm actually starting to get some hits off Pinterest, which surprised me. Same as LinkedIn. LinkedIn for a while there was nothing but a headhunter's paradise, and every time you go out there you're getting pitched, oh, come work with us, and every little spammy robot wants to follow you. But now, since the kids are off of the Facebooks and they're on the Snapchat and TikTok, which if you're going for that crowd, it is time to get on Snapchat and it's time to get on TikTok. I know lots of you don't want to be on camera, but it only takes 7 seconds apparently, and you can actually get a good return off of TikTok and Snapchat. YouTube, go to YouTube and you can do videos out on YouTube very quickly. And if you're linking back to your website, that's actually going to boost your ranking astronomically, since Google and YouTube are the same company. The algorithm is a little bit different on YouTube, but you could actually rank, or some keywords depending, you can actually rank better on YouTube than you can on Google. I've seen it happen. It's odd, but it a lot of people are on YouTube nowadays. If you're in a business where pictures, and you can take a lot of pictures, throw them up on Instagram. Can't link. You can have one link in your description or your profile back to your website, but you can actually get quite a lot of looks. And you tell them to click on the link in your description, you can actually get a huge upflow of traffic from there. Basically, what it comes down to is you just need, you got a blog post that has a lot of organic traffic, that is basically what you need to start focusing on, is whatever keyword, like let's try breaking that down a little bit. Keyword is basically your topic, right? So you can have, if you're a dog walker, do best dog parks on Bainbridge Island. If you got a lot of traffic coming off of that, you can go best times to go to a certain dog park on Bainbridge Island. Just start going off of that topic, and Google's going to start looking at you going, okay, this person knows about this. And then you can, if you Google best dog parks in Bainbridge Island, scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're actually going to see suggested topics or suggested links. That also ties into that topic, so you can actually start writing about those keywords. Keyword can be two or three words, and you can actually, most of the websites I do now have this plugin that's called Rank Math SEO, and if you have your suggested keyword for best dog park Bainbridge Island, it will grade that, and so you can actually get your grade on that topic. And sorry, driving and podcasting again, I know, not big no. but you can actually help yourself rank for that keyword with that plugin, and you can actually see how well you're doing. And then once you see that bump in traffic in Google Analytics, you'll be able to see how long people are staying on that page, and then you can start adding onto that topic with the suggested keywords down at the bottom of Google, and you can actually start building your blog traffic that way. It's actually very simple, and the way search is going nowadays, it's going to go into voice, so it's going to be even simpler, and you can actually make it or break it this year. I'm telling you right now, the way voice search is coming up and the way these updates for Google are happening, it is time to start thinking of simple topics to talk about your business. We'll go more in depth with it, and I'll have more blog posts on my website telling you different tools to use to help you find keywords and topics to rank for, and actually kind of see what your competitors are doing about it too. It's gonna blow your mind a little bit. You don't need to get math calculators out to do SEO anymore. It's actually pretty simple. It's gonna, enough if you do it, it's probably gonna put me out of business on SEO, but I know some of you are not going to be able to wrap your head around all of it, but that's why I'm here, and I always answer questions. So we will leave it here because I know this is a long one, and we will talk about it next time.
Well, this episode is over. Finally, Viking Web Productions podcast is brought to you by by Robot Overlords. Please subscribe, like, and share this podcast, even with your grandmother. She doesn't hear from you any other time, so surprise her with this gift. That will get you a brownie point. Tee-hee. Until next time, this is Emma. One day I will be like Pennywise, like Mother always wanted.